A woman walked into the pawn shop carrying a gold necklace as thick as a finger, hoping to sell it for a high price, much to the surprise of the two men behind the counter. Curious about the necklace's origins, they quickly asked where it came from. The woman explained that Elvis himself had given it to her. She went on to say that there's even a photograph from the 1970s showing Elvis wearing this exact necklace during his divorce in 1973. In addition, she presented a document claiming that the necklace was originally a gift to Elvis from the founder of Hilton Hotels. It meant a lot to Elvis, she said, but he still gave it to me. You can imagine how much he loved me. Rick, one of the men, had many questions. To his knowledge, Elvis had only one wife and never remarried. So, what was your relationship with Elvis? He asked. The woman explained that after Elvis's divorce, she became involved with him. At the time, she was not yet 20 years old and lived at his Graceland mansion for an extended period. Then, on one of his birthdays, Elvis called her into his bedroom and presented her with the hefty gold chain. Based on Rick's expertise, the chain appeared to be 14-karat gold, weighing roughly 500 grams. He also knew Elvis's reputation for generosity. After all, Elvis had given away over 200 Cadillacs in his lifetime, sometimes even gifting cars to strangers he'd just met. Rick then asked her how much she wanted for the necklace. The woman stated she was asking $400,000, explaining that more than a decade ago, a wealthy man had offered that amount, but she had turned him down. Rick calmly explained, "If we're talking purely about the gold, this necklace is worth just over $10,000. While the connection to Elvis adds some value, your documentation isn't enough to verify that provenance." He added, "Gold is gold. Even if it once belonged to Elvis, that doesn't automatically multiply its value dozens of times, at least not here in the pawn business." Rick offered $20,000, which left the woman visibly shocked. She quickly tried to negotiate, lowering her price to $300,000, but Rick stood firm, explaining that no matter how famous the previous owner was, they couldn't justify such a steep price based on unverified claims. In the end, the deal fell through.